we are going to see a part of the configuration that is very important and useful, but at the same time optional. The dynamics is super simple. You mark the tool you usually use. In case you have a Href license, we mark the tool. This is really important. You have to generate the token, the code. You have to generate it from here. The tool opens directly and asks you for authorization. It gives us a code that it is giving you to enter it directly here. We are going to enter it. And now you have to validate it. Click on Validate, and here it is validated. If you generate it from outside, it might not work. This is the same thing. You would save it. I'm going to save it. The dynamic is always the same. You go to the tool, you click Generate, copy the code, paste it, and validate it. Once you validate it, you save it. Let's see what each of the tools does. They are actually all quite interesting, but they are not mandatory. They have the indicators perfectly working. Affinities, risk, fusion rank, favorite or recommended URL, etc. Without tokens you can work. The mails come with Majestic. What does Majestic do? Majestic is a link profiling tool that if you enter the Majestic token and check these two tabs, the tool will bring you all your link profile extracted from the Majestic tool, and monthly it will bring you the new links that your website has. Ref, you have to import your link profile to do it recurrently, so that you do not miss any link that enters in Href. It will enter you in linking or linked status within Link Affinity, but also pay attention to put. And I have it validated here. The Href token. Here if you notice it has come out, I have left it empty. It has come out organic traffic and DR. Why does the DR come out? Because it is the domain rank, which is the authority indicator of Ahref. If I had entered SEMrush, we will see that the DR will not come out. The DA will come out, because it is the authority indicator of SEMrush. And the organic traffic, also with SEMrush, you will get the organic traffic. If you have entered the token, as in this case, after the prospects have entered, they will appear empty. You check it, and here you have an option that says Show Organic Traffic. If you click on it, as you can see, it starts calculating it. It takes no time at all. Here you have the DR. You have the organic traffic. For example, when automating, I automate, and for example, I ask for a minimum DR of 20, or a minimum organic traffic of 100 or 1000, depending on the client. Does SEMrush. First of all, one of the things that SEMrush does, which is pretty good, is influence the level of risk. Here, the risk level, if you remember it, if you put in the SEMrush token, it takes into account the visibility trend over the last 3 years to detect drops, detect penalties, etc. If we look at SEMrush, we see that there is indeed a drop. So it is normal that a high risk has come out, and it gives us that additional value. SEMrush gives you a lot of detail about the risk of relating to a site. What does SEMrush do regarding affinity? We check the terms that top BC ranks for. We extract and make semantic groups. And what we do is we show you the semantic groups that are related to your content. Here it's telling you that there's a bunch of things like coal, brakes, bikes, and bicycles that have to do with your content and are ranking according to SEMrush. Come on, here we go with the last tool, which is hunter.io, which is a tool whose mission is to extract email accounts from a domain or a bunch of domains, which is quite useful. Why? Without you entering the token, we already extract the emails that we find in those 10,000 URLs that we crawl. In addition, if our team has a contact email, it will also be provided to you as an email in that prospect. But what can happen? You have a prospect that we don't have the contact, and maybe we haven't found it in the crawl either. We haven't found it in the tracking either. So, let's take an example. Let's imagine 30 days on a bike. We would already have here 30 days on a bike, and here you would have the email accounts that you have brought from the hunter.io token.